It's surreal.
The fiercest wildfire in the state continues to relentlessly march towards communities in Lake Tahoe. Good afternoon, I'm Juan Fernandez.
Hi everyone, I'm Susie Sa. This is KCAL 9 News at 4 and we're streaming on CBS in Los Angeles. The Caldor Fire is now threatening thousands of homes around the popular tourist spot. That's
right, tens of thousands have already evacuated the area, leaving the fate of their homes in the hands of firefighters.
KCAL 9's Jeff Nguyen is live in the town of Myers this afternoon, which is south of Lake Tahoe, with the latest on this massive firefight. Jeff?
Susie and Juan, with all of the smoke that's around me, you can certainly see why there is no end in sight for the Caldor Fire. This comes after a very rough night for fire crews back there. Now we are in the midst of red flag conditions until tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Take a listen to what's ahead in the hours ahead.
The exact same activity as last night. The same winds are coming through. These areas are ridden with strong, heavy fuels that can easily ignite, spread this fire quickly. The main thing for firefighter scientists to focus is structure protection. They did a good job of prepping structures ahead of time getting here, and also the community here does a good job of keeping their structures fire ready because they know they live in fire country and they're prone to that. They keep the vegetation cleared and it gives their structures a chance to survive.
So the fast-moving fire has been racing toward the popular resort town of South Lake Tahoe. Cal Fire officials say that the flames were spreading among treetops last night. Massive flames were seen on a highway about 5 miles from town. The wind-whipped blaze exploded in size over the past 2 days, destroying homes and part of a ski resort. Hundreds of firefighters are battling advancing flames, trying to protect what's still standing. Now, the fire reaching Tahoe would be potentially catastrophic, in fact, on par with the destruction seen in the town of Paradise in 2018. Tahoe sits in a very high fire hazard severity zone, meaning it's especially vulnerable to wildfires. Officials say that the drought, coupled with climate change, have been altering the ways California's wildfires are being fought. And here is what the governor had to say earlier today.
It's the #1 priority in the state. It's our #1 priority. We're putting everything we've got on it. You'll see DC-10s taking off and landing from nearby air bases, putting down that red retardant. I was up there at the fire a couple days ago, and you saw clockwork. Dozens of helicopters coming in and pulling water out of the reservoirs, dumping actively. These helicopters, the helitack crews, actively trying to suppress this fire. The hand crews out there. We've got National Guardsmen out there, conservation crew folks out there. CDCR has folks out there. So we're putting everything we can on this.
So during this live shot, we got a text message from an emergency alert on my phone saying that an evacuation order is now in effect for all of Highway 50 between Lake Parkway and Elks Point Road, Kingsborough Grand, and Highway 50 to the tramway. We should tell you that people who evacuated yesterday faced bumper-to-bumper traffic, and take a listen to how some of them were dealing with a long wait.
I've watched this happen for the last 2 weeks. Never thought it would reach our area at all.
We'll have to leave most of our belongings behind and just take the important stuff.
Oh, I love this town. I've lived here for 40 years, as I said, and I'll stand to protect it and stand with all the rest that do anything that they can.
And some of the evacuees are being greeted by the National Guard, which has been standing by at the state line. Some of the folks who are being evacuated are having a hard time getting hotel rooms because there is such a shortage right now. We should tell you right now that we were going down Highway 89 before getting here, and what we were seeing was a series of backburns on the highway. So what that means is that the firefighters are using fire to fight fire. What they are essentially doing is burning away a lot of the dry fuel that you see out here, like the pine needles and the dry brush, in preparation for tonight, because the wind has certainly started to pick up and it's mostly coming from the east and the northeast. So that is the concern tonight, that things don't explode like they did last night. Reporting live at Jeff Nguyen, KCAL 9 News. Let's send it back to you.
All right, so much going on there, Jeff. Thank you so much for that live